All right, here we're back at the permanent digs of Grandpa's Hobby Garage. We're filming today from my personal office, and we just thought we'd give you a sweep around on what we do here and show you that we do have tanks and we do have airplanes and we do have other stuff here. So we're excited. We even have a kitty cat.
Kitty?
This is Boo. There's Boo the kitty.
Boo the kitty.
He runs the house, or she runs the house. So anyway, all right, sports fans, tonight we're going to be talking about the Tony Lama McCandles. Full quill ostrich boot. And we have one right here. And it's a full quill. And it's a 13-inch high shaft on it. And it's really great because there's the full ostrich skin over the vamp, and it's got one-piece counters on it too. So this is a very well-made boot. It's got the full leather outsoles, and you can tell where it's been nailed with the brass nails. And it's got the stacked leather heel. And you know, this was a premium boot from Tony Lama. And if you can see right up here, this sucker retails for $479.95. Now, I didn't pay that for this, and this sucker's brand new. Look at the tread on that. I don't think that's been worn 3 or 4 times. You know, it's just a beautiful boot. I don't think it's been reconditioned or anything. It came in the box.
In the Tony Lama box?
The Tony Lama box has been candles on the box. So it came in the original box, got it for $113.
Wow.
That is the bargain of the century, I think.
Yeah.
It does have a full-lined shaft. Tony Lama, made in the USA.
Nice.
With global parts, whatever that means.
So that means it's more like assembled in the USA.
But still made in the USA.
Yeah.
So what I think this is exciting, this is a current boot that you can buy from Tony Lama.
It's a beautiful boot.
It's a beautiful boot.
What made you want to purchase this boot?
I wanted a full quill black boot. I've got a bunch of other ostrich boots, which maybe we can show.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a full quill black ostrich boot. And I've been buying a lot of black boots lately, and I don't know why. They've been coming up, and I find myself wearing more black clothes, and I really bought a bunch of black shirts, and so I've been looking at black boots, and when this one popped up, being a Tony Lama, which I really like the Tony Lama brand, I think Tony Lamas are awesome, and you know, it's comparable to Dan Post, or a little bit better. I'd buy these over Tacovas, man.
Would you?
Yeah, the same price as a Tacova. I think a Tacova boot like that would be
maybe even a little more.
I think about the same.
Okay.
Yeah, within $20.
Yeah.
I think there might be $4.95, but not enough difference to make any difference. So that'd be thinking, okay, look what I have. Mountain Dew tonight.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew.
This video is sponsored by Diet Mountain Dew, unbeknownst to Diet Mountain Dew. Unbeknownst to Pepsi Cola, they're sponsoring us tonight.
Yes. Yep. But I want you to know, I buy and taste my own Mountain Dew.
Yes.
I paid my own money.
They did not give us Mountain Dew for this video.
The review of Mountain Dew, it's awesome. In fact, if I could shoot it in my veins, I would. Any other questions about this boot?
Let's see what it looks like compared to some other. Let's see it compared to a smooth quill.
All right.
Just so we get everybody gets a good idea what the difference between a smooth and a full quill is.
Okay. Now this is not
the smoothest of smooth quills.
Not the smoothest of smooth quills. I've got some upstairs that, they're about like this. See, the dimples on the full quill are far more pronounced than on the smooth quill here. Mm-hmm. Now they have made some smooth quills I've seen that are very smooth. Now this has an ostrich skin shaft on it as well, and that is the real smooth quill right there.
Yeah, that's what's smooth.
So
good smooth quill.
that being the smooth quill, and then you got your counter on the back.
Mm-hmm.
But they did allow some quills to come through on the
front.
On the front, but they're not nearly as pronounced. This is a Tacoma boot. I think it's a Jasper.
Yep, I think that's right.
I think it's colored Gunsmoke gray, so it's a very dark gray. But you can definitely see it's different than the full-on black of the Tony Lama.
The Tony Lama definitely has more of a shine to it. Is that typical of smooth quill, that it's a little bit duller and sheen?
Yep. Yeah. All my smooth quills are fairly
dull and sheen.
Fairly dull in the sheen. They're not bright and shiny. Now I have several full quill, and I have I should have brought it down, but I even have what they call an ostrich leg.
Mm-hmm.
Where you see the front of the cap of the leg going up here, and it's shiny like this.
Okay.
This is called a pecan color, or dark caramel.
Yeah, and judging by what I can see from the video, it is appearing more red in this video than it is in actual life. It's a little bit more tan than what we're seeing here.
Yeah. And then to show you the contrast, I should have brought more smooth quill, but I didn't. And then here is a very light colored. This is a Nakona smooth quill boot. This is one of my favorite boots. I wear this one all the time.
Yeah? What do you like about that boot?
I just like the way it looks. It looks really good with some of the shirts I have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's old school. It's a kind of pointy toe, and you feel like a real cowboy in it.
Yeah.
And I haven't worn this McCandles all day long. I'd like to have this one, but I have worn it. I wore it to church, I think, a couple of Sundays ago. And it's a very comfortable boot. So
okay.
There's no break-in on it. And like I said, I think it's second-hand, but it didn't have more than 10 minutes, on it. So,
yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
As far as the shaft design, what do you think of the shaft design on this one?
I think it's kind of plain. I think there's some shafts that look better, but it's got 4 on the flames here, or wings, or whatever you want to call them, or 4. And then it's just got some kind of single there, so that it's a fairly conservative shaft compared to some of them. Now look at this Nakona. You got and these type of shafts are inexpensive. The more expensive boots put cords in them, and they so they have more definition. But this isn't much more fancy than that one. And this one here's a roper style. And typically ropers don't have any decoration.
Right, have any decoration. They're just they've got a smaller shaft, as you can see.
Yeah, and this is a 13-inch. This is a 12-inch. The Nakona and the these are 13.
Yeah.
And then this is a 12-inch, and this is a 10-inch. So that's about a third of my ostrich boots.
Mm-hmm. Now, you said you like Tony Lama. As far as how they've done ostrich, where would you rank it compared to your other ostrich boots?
Probably second.
Okay. Second best ostrich boot. What's your number one?
Nakona.
The Nakona? This Nakona right here, or a different one?
I got 3 or 4 Nakonas.
Okay. So brand-wise, you'd rank Nakona first.
Vintage
Nakona, right? Not.
I don't know any Nakonas that aren't at least 30 years old.
Yeah.
So the vintage Nakonas just seems like they're built better. They just feel good. There's nothing wrong with the Tacovas. I think there's probably a tie between the Tacova and this particular Tony Lama. I have some vintage Tony Lamas that I think are far superior than to the Tacovas, but I didn't bring any of those down.
All right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's this black. I've always wanted a black full scale.
Full quill.
I would say it's in the top 6.
Okay.
And that's out of 50 boots. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
This one here, I ranked high also.
Mm-hmm.
This one here, I think how do I rank all my boots? I always say, these are in the top 5. These are top 10.
I'm wondering if we shouldn't start narrowing them down to the exotics. So you could do scale of 1 to 10, but also like amongst full quill,
Yeah.
Rank those amongst Cayman. Rank those.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way. Amongst the full quill, I would have to rate the Kona first, the Tony Lama second, and the
Tecovas third.
third. And I also have some Dan Post full quill, and they're not quite as good as any of these.
Okay. I think just judging by look, I kind of like the newer styling, so I might go with this Tecovas Roper as my favorite ostrich, full quill ostrich that I've seen.
It's a good looking boot. Nothing wrong with it.
Anything else you want to talk about? The McCandles?
Nope. I
full quill Tony Lama boot.
I think they're a great boot. I wanted a black full quill ever since I started collecting the I didn't want to go spend full retail for one, of the fact that I found that for such a bargain. I just think that's amazing. I found that boot. But that's what's happened when you look for boots. You
find them.
Just keep wearing your boots and subscribe, darn it.